Hello friends, this is Susan K. Quinn, and I am all sweaty and gross recording a video for you, and you probably are asking yourself, why on earth are you doing that? Well, first of all, self-care is super important, and you may not want to look at someone like me who is old and overweight and clearly works too hard and think, what does she know about self-care? Well, trust me, I know more than anyone does. I just fail to execute on it most of the time. But not anymore. I'm doing better about that. Thank you for asking. Anyway, the reason why I'm making this video is actually to talk about time. And time is something that we are always chasing and hoping we can find and somehow manufacture. And believe me, I have been the worst with that, especially this last week. And my sort of long rambling email that I sent out last week seemed to touch a lot of people, and I wanted to follow up on that and say, you know what, you absolutely can get back on track no matter how far off track you think you are. I'm like the expert of getting back on track because I get off so often, and part of it is really just taking a little bit of time for yourself. Part of it is just slowing down and breathing and realizing that the stress you're carrying around with you all the time really just needs to be set down and let it bother someone else for a while, all right, because it is not helping you. And I think we all know these things. These are kind of very basic things, but putting them into action in our lives is often very, very difficult. So I'm here just in a very brief video to tell you what I have been doing and will do today to do exactly those things. I'm going to do some reading. I've got that new book by the author of The Practicing Mind, and if you haven't read The Practicing Mind, I highly encourage that, because it talks about slowing down, staying in the moment, being present, and really focusing on the thing you're doing. And I will tell you, like yesterday, I was doing the worst part of this job that I love. The best part is, of course, the writing, and the second best part is talking to fans and getting emails. But the absolute worst part, down in like number 99, is formatting, and I still choose to inflict that upon myself, but it is tedious, it is mindless, it is not any fun, and yet is necessary, and in my overall scheme of things, it works for me to do it. So here I was doing this mindless, tedious work, and I had to focus on what I was doing or else I would make mistakes. So that's even worse. And I was practicing the elements of the Practicing Mind while I was doing that. And you know what? It was actually invigorating and refreshing because I was training my mind to come back to the task, come back to the task. It doesn't matter how many times your mind wanders, it matters how many times you come back. And the act of coming back to focusing is exercise for your mind. And that's what I think a lot of us have forgotten how to do, if we ever learned in the first place. I know I never really learned, at least in that language, how to do it. And now I'm a huge proponent of it. So I'll be doing some meditation later today. I'll be reading some more of that book, and I'll be practicing on focusing my mind. And when I come back after the weekend and a little bit of refresh time and self-care time, time on the treadmill, time walking in the beautiful spring weather, I'll be ready to create stories again. And that's how I manufacture time. And I hope that you will be able to do that too. Have a great weekend.